But like,
bro, this ain't an argument. This is a life or death situation.
Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 7. No, I'm being real.
why do I need to believe in it?
Well, I mean, what do you believe in? Do you believe in
opinion and we got the same book.
yourself? What do you believe in?
I mean, the only thing that I
Do you believe in
trust is myself.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know that's real.
Reasonable. Okay, so what is your history? If you believe in yourself.
What's your nationality?
What is your history and your nation's history and your people's history? What is your history? You believe in facts, right? Truth, right? Yeah, okay. So that's something you believe in. Facts, truth. You know the truth. So what is the truth of your history?
For the Bible, give me numbers 1 and 18.
And all that kind of stuff.
Before that, 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. The truth of your history. Right. So if we could actually give you the truth of your history, would you understand that it's not religion, it's more history? Like if you go into the white man's history class, right, and you open up his history book, do you call that a religion or do you call that history?
It does matter because salvation.
Right. So why would you go to the black man's history and then call it a religion? Moses existed. He was a man that existed. It's not a religious thing. It's a history thing. Just like Christopher killing Columbus existed. Martin Luther King existed. Moses, Aaron, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob existed. You see what I'm saying? In history. Read this,
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 7.
This is how we know. Read this.
Remember the days of old.
Hold on. What did the Bible say?
Remember the days of old.
One thing you have to understand about the Israelites, we keep extensive records of our history. We have done a lot of research. We bring the Bible out here, but we have a whole lot of books at our house. And we do extensive research into our history. So when the Bible is saying, remember the days of old, we have actually gone into our history and confirmed based on our own historical text that because as the Israelites, we kept better records than any other nation on the planet. Better records than the white man, because the white man really don't remember anything past 600, 800 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We remember things from 3,000 and 4,000 years ago because we keep extensive records as a nation of people. What did the Bible say? Read it again.
Remember the days of old.
Why did the Bible say remember the days of old? Because we are the only nation of people that are capable of remembering the days of old. Because we are the only nation of people that has extensive records of the past. You see what I'm saying, brother? We're not coming with you at you with religion. We're coming at you with more history than any other nation on the planet has. And because we have more history, we have more information. Because we have more information, it's more than you can take, and it's more than you really are willing to let yourself believe, because the white man has taught you everything that you believe. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Consider the years of many generations.
The Bible say consider everything. Don't just consider what your master has taught you. Also consider what your people went through. Also consider your history. Not what your master told you your history is. What is your actual legitimate truth history not been meddled with by your master? You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Ask thy father.
Ask thy what?
Ask thy father.
Who are your forefathers? You see what I'm saying? Ask your fathers, which it would be the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our people, they barely even know their father now. You see what I'm saying? The Bible is saying you can literally find your forefathers. Read.
And he will shew thee.
Read on.
Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
So, brother, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Thing is, all of your history is in this Bible, but you gotta stop looking at it the way the white man taught you. The white man taught you to look at it like it's magic. There is no magic in the Bible. Everything in the Bible is based off of nature. You believe in nature, right? You see a tree, it grows up, plants, fruits come off it. Nature. The Bible is literally based off of nature. Everything in the Bible, you can relate it to nature. There is no magic in the Bible. You just don't understand what it's saying. Read this,
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
See, the Bible said the Most High God was going to bring us into slavery. Read.
Again with ships.
So we are the only nation of people that went into slavery on slave ships. Did any other nation of people go into slavery on slave ships? Not that you know of. So who is this Bible written for?
Now having you like.
And who were they? Wasn't it us? The Bible, yes it was. The Bible was written. You got the book of Eli on your pattern. You don't know what the book was the Bible. Right? So you see, it was us, brother. This whole thing is our history. Read on.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee,
Read.
thou shalt see it no more
See,
again.
Moses said he was only speaking to the Israelites. He said we was never going to see our homeland again. How could he have this Bible written 4,000 years ago, and he's telling us about things that happened 400 years ago? How is that possible? Because they have prophecy. No other book in the entire world has prophecies like that. No other book in the entire world can you go and find, and it existed 6,000 years ago, and it's got prophecies of stuff that happened 40 days ago.
At the same time,
We the only people that Christ came on the planet to teach. Zephaniah, Zechariah, Amos,
They didn't push that out though.
Micah,
I can prove it to you.
Peter.
that's not our language.
Yeah, because it was translated by your forefathers. See, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you something. You just lack in historical knowledge. That's your only issue. The thing is, I understand what you're saying. That's not a language, but why was it translated from our language? Give me that Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 11. Let me show you something. The thing is, you ask an inquisitive question, but you have to be able to accept the answer. You understand? Read this,
Book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 11.
Read.
For with stammering
See,
lips
the Bible say with stammering lips, read,
and another tongue,
and a what?
and another tongue,
And a what?
and another tongue,
Another language, read.
will he speak to his people.
See, the Bible said that it was going to be translated. You see what I'm saying? So it was originally in our tongue, which is Hebrew, but the Bible said eventually, because we got taken into slavery, and because we would never know our own original language again, it was going to be translated by our forefather, King James. You understand?
We were in slavery.
Right.
We weren't allowed to read.
Right.
How can we translate our
We didn't. King James did when King James ran the entire earth. That's why the book is called The King is not said on there, but King James Version, because King James was the king of Europe for a time. And he understood through future prophecy that we was going to go. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68 again. Read it again,
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he understood that our peoples are wicked as hell. So he knew that we was going to go into slavery again on ships. He knew that these things happened. So what he said was, let me translate this book into a couple of different languages so my peoples would be able to understand it. That's why he originally, if you look at the King James 1611, it's translated into the Old English, because he knew what would happen with our peoples. Read on.
By the way, where I spake unto thee,
Read.
thou shalt see it no more again.
Then he's saying we would never come back to our homeland, so we could never come back to the understanding, so we would have to get the understanding out of it. This is your history book, and you just haven't been given all the history.
This is where I'm
Go ahead.
like, there's so many lies and manipulation.
Right.
The new covenant in the old covenant is different.
Everything in society.
Give me that in John 10 and 27.
That's why I'm just like,
I understand what you're
stay
saying.
away from everything.
See, but
And
that's
then
a lie
figure
though.
it out myself.
But that's a lie because you don't stay away from everything, because you still believe what your master has taught you. Now the thing is, what do people say? If you're not with me, you against me, right? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the what? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You see what I'm saying? You can't be in the middle. You either one side or you on the other. So you either believe in the Bible or you believe in what your master taught you. You can't not believe in nothing. Because if you don't believe in the Bible, that means you believe that, you good, or your people's in slavery, or you ain't got to keep the commandments, which is exactly what your master has taught you, that you don't got to keep the commandments. So believe it or not, you have already picked a side. Hey, the commandments were made to free you. I'm going to tell you something. The thing is, the commandments say you're not supposed to commit adultery. How does that control you in enslavement? It just means don't sleep with your brother's wife. That's not an enslavement. That's a loving your brother. See, but the thing is, you never read the commandments. You feel something about the commandments that you ain't never read. See what I'm saying, brother? You gotta stop thinking things about stuff you've never studied. There is no contradiction. Right?
If you read in Exodus, I remember reading Exodus, God actually told people who weren't, the other Israelites who weren't doing the will of God, to go ahead and kill them all.
Right. That's not killing. That's enacting the judgment of God. thou shalt not kill is like, I can't just kill you because I hate you. Thou shalt not kill is talking about that. Thou shalt not kill does not apply to killing somebody because they broke the commandments of God. That's called enacting the judgment of God, which is according to the law. There is no contradiction in the Bible. You have just never been taught the Bible. Read this out.
The book of St. John, chapter 10, verse 27.
Read.
My people, my sheep.
My what?
My sheep.
My what?
My sheep.
Read.
Hear my voice.
The thing is, for you to be able to discern between the truth and the lies, you just have to be his sheep. It's as simple as that. You have to look at Yahweh Shai and say, I'm willing to follow you and not follow my master. Because like I said before, if you don't keep the commandments, that means that you have already picked a side. You picked the side of your master, because the only thing your master wants you to do is not keep the commandments. If they can get you to not keep the commandments, then they can keep you in slavery. Give me that in, what is that, 2nd Ezra chapter 5?
Judith 5:20.
Judith 5 and 20, that's what I want. Give me Judith 5 and 20.
Why would they allow a book to be...
They could never destroy this book because they know that I'm going to show you, it's all in the Bible. The Bible said this book was sealed. So the thing is, they don't believe we'd ever be able to understand it. We didn't actually start to understand this book until about, what, 60 years ago? See, the thing is, our people, they dumb as hell. That's the thing, and when the white man, they trusted that we would. That's why they push out their music, they push out their movies. The thing is, they could never completely destroy the Bible. Even if they say, let's burn all the books, we'd still have it somewhere. That's why they say, you know what, instead of destroying it, because that would just create it even more for us to want to learn it, instead of destroying it, let's give them a false doctrine. Let's give them the music industry. Let's give them their movies. Let's give them their pornography. Let's give them their fiction books. Let's give them distractions so they can just not believe the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's still there, but they'll never read it. You see what I'm saying? Because if they try to destroy it, we would try to go read it. We'd be like, well, why are you trying to destroy it? Let's get in it. You see what I'm saying? Read this out.
The book of Judith, chapter 6, verse 20.
5 and 20. Read that.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor,
See, this is what the white man said. Read this.
if there be any error in this people,
He say if we can get them to stop keeping their commandments, read.
and they sin against their God,
And we start to commit sin, read.
let us consider that this shall be their
He
ruin.
said then we can go and we can enslave them. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And they shall overcome us, which is what they did, right? We at the bottom of society because we don't keep God's commandments. Read on.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
But if we read the Bible and we keep the commandments of God, read.
let my Lord now pass
They
by,
said don't even mess with a man. Read.
lest their Lord defend
Lest
them.
our God defend us, lest we stand up as men of the Lord and nobody can take us down. Because who's stronger than us? Nobody. Who's faster than us? Nobody. Who's smarter than us? Nobody. Who's more inventive than us? Nobody. Nobody is better than us, man. So the only reason they could take us down is because our Lord was not with us. He was not defending us at all. Read on.
And their God before them,
And their God before them. Read.
and we become a reproach
And we would take down all the enemies. Read.
before all the world.
See what I'm saying, brother? The reason that they don't want you to keep the commandments is because they will make a good nigga. A good nigga is a nigga that don't keep the commandments. You see what I'm saying, brother? Brother, stop being a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come and fight for your nation. Stop letting your peoples get shot down in the streets and you don't do nothing about it.